Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? And a happy Tuesday. You're more than welcome back to the channel. If you're just new, you are very, very welcome. If you're not just new, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you any money at all and never will. All it does is let you know it'll come up in your feed when I make a new video. Sometimes that's a good or a bad thing, but there we go. And if you like this video that you watched it, please hit it a like. And if you want to say something about it, if you disagree, please do. Just do it nicely. Anyhow, today is an open tag, and I haven't done an open tag for a long time. And I know a lot of people don't like them, but I like to see them. And the open tag today is, as you've seen in the title, it'll be something like, what's your two favourite carry knives, both indoors and out? Now, that one maybe just is more for UK viewers, but I want everybody to join in. I just want a friendly video where everybody joins in. Doesn't matter what you collect or what you don't collect. UK is a little bit different because we're not allowed locking knives to carry every day out in the street. Now, we can take them certain places, but you do that, their own laws, find them out, use them whenever you can. But these are knives that I carry inside and outside. And I'm going to tell you why I carry these knives. First of all, my outside knife, which is a locking knife. I love my locking knives. I don't show them as much now as I used to, but this one is getting so much airtime on my channel because it is my Grail user knife, my new Grail. And I'm sorry, it is just that. It's taken over. It's my new Grail. I've wanted this I've wanted this configuration ever since they came out, the new 31 Sebenza, taken over from the 21. It's just been upgraded a little bit. Chris Reeve knives are known for not taking vast changes because the product they've got, even their original ones, are still amazing knives. But this is fully uploaded. It's got black micarta inlay and it's the full coverage inlay rather than the two separate pieces. And it's got a thin piece on the back. This has got the tumbled scales, which is great because I've been carrying this literally non-stop since I've got it in and around the house, and I just love it. It is amazing. This one just happens to be in MagnaCut, which is just a great all-round steel. Not the best, not the worst. It really is a good high-end steel. I love it. It takes a lovely edge, strops up amazingly well, which is great because when you're going to use a knife a lot, you want it to be able to strop rather than having to sharpen it all the time. So that's perfect, especially at this price. I don't want to wear the blade out, although I know I can get a new one if I really wanted that. But I just love this knife. Everything about it, how it fits in my hand, how it cuts. It's got a hollow grind down to a really reasonably thin edge. Is it the best slicer in the world? Probably not the best slicer, but it's going to be absolutely fine for whatever I do. This does everything. It's sturdy enough on the blade. It's got a good tip, not a complete pointy tip. This is great. You can still put a bit of torque on it, if you're, using it for wood. I just love everything about this knife. I love the pocket clip. It goes in and out perfectly, holds the knife lovely. And I even like the wee lanyard on the back of it. And I don't need it for carry. It's there. I just like the look of it. And it's handy to pull out of my pocket with the wee lanyard. So I do love this. And I will be taking this out as much as I can, when I can. I just love this as a knife. It's just fantastic. So that's the Chris Reeves, not the Sebenza, the 31, Sebenza 31, sorry, the 31 Sebenza. Yeah, it is. What am I waffling for? Anyhow, that is definitely my favourite in-house. And where I can carry it legally outside, it will go, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, this might shock a lot of people because, again, and I don't mean this is not trying to be a show off, it's just my knives that I've managed to, and I've upgraded a lot to more expensive slip joints. And this is my most used slip joint, whether in or out. I just adore this. I think it's just amazing. I love this Ivory Stag, really an Ivory Stag inlay. And I love the jigging on this. This is just masterful jigging. This is an American custom maker, Dean Richardson, I think it is. Yeah, Dean Richardson. And this is his Dino pattern. which is just beautiful. That lovely thick rat's tail across the bolster, and a nearly what I would call a native pattern, but it's not. It's a Dino pattern. It's hand rubbed, and I have used it so much. You'll see scratches on this blade. You'll see it across it. This gets used for anything, not just some jobs. This gets used for everything. When I bought this knife, I was attracted to its looks. It just looked amazing. But when I got it in hand, it's just one of those knives that it has to be worked. It has to be used. I couldn't do it. From the first day, I knew I was going to carry this and use it. It's got a thin tip on it. It's got a beautiful, long, slow belly on the base of it, which does everything. Which does absolutely everything. Cuts my sandwiches, anything. Now, I don't use it on hot food when I can help it. But I would. It's not something that's going to bother me because it is in stainless. I think this is, again, CPM 154, I think. Not really sure. Doesn't really matter. It's a blade steel. This one does strop as well too. It's maybe not got the cleanest edge on it because I just kept the edge was on it. It's sharp, and I have just stropped it. I haven't need to do any real sharpening. I tried to touch it. I had to touch the tip up a little bit on this, but look, just as a knife, it is absolutely just, it's hand filling. It's everything I want in a knife. Looks, nice blade steel. But looks is the main thing. I just love taking this out. And what's nice about this is, especially if you're carrying slip joints, how much a slip can add to the look of a knife. And I think I found the perfect slip for this knife. This is made by MJ Hoods over here in the UK. An amazing leather worker. Amazing. And it's lovely to have a nice UK maker. We have quite a few. This one this is made in the UK. At the back of it, you can see this leather. I'm not sure what he calls it, but it's taken all sorts of different patina. It really it's just stunning. I love it. I love carrying it in it. It looks good in it. And that's just why it's my most used knife. And yes, they are on the expensive rate. I know not everybody's got that. This is not about what you've got. It's what you use. And if it happens to be a more expensive one, well, so what? This is what I'm definitely my favourite user, full stop. Now, is it the only knife I carry? Absolutely not. I love changing my knives up very regular. I mean, normally you'll find me with a Barlow. I love the Barlow. This is just an Arthur Rice, not even an Ashley. Listen to that lockup. It's one of the best lockups I have on a knife, and I just use this constantly. Is it perfect? Well, actually, it's not perfect. There is a couple of wee gaps. There's a wee gap there. Doesn't affect the knife whatsoever. This is the most locked up slip joint I have, and it's it's £40, just under £40. But I just adore a Barlow, and especially one that's got that sort of snap on it. So I carry all sorts. Slim and slicey is not something I need anymore, because since I've changed to this is a Viper Raid little carry pouch. I carry this permanently. This is my permanent EDC, if you like. The other ones are just changing on a daily basis. But this one is my thin and slicey. If I've got a steak or I've got something that I want to cut when I'm out, warm toasted sandwiches or something, this is what I'll probably take out and use. Simply cut, and this is Magna Cut too. But just absolutely adore carrying that. That is my permanent EDC. So there you go. That's my favourite two carries that I have in my collection that I actually use. And over time, you're going to see what this turns out. I'm not going to rush to put any usage on it that's going to give it marks. If it happens, it happens. I don't care. These are mine forever. These are keepers. These are what I want to use. So there you go. There's your challenge for today. If you make videos, do me one of your two favourite. Maybe give me a little outline of what it is. Doesn't have to be a long video. This is going to be one of my shortest. I don't do very many short videos. This is a 10-minuter by the time I stop waffling. But these are just fantastic knives, and I love carrying and using both of them. And I know around the house this is over overkill for around the house, but I'm in the UK. So that's the reason for that. I wanted to put the 2 up. So I'm asking for 2. They don't have to be 2. They can be 2 locking knives. If you're in the States or Canada or wherever you are in the world. Or there can be 2 slip joints wherever you are in the world, if that's what your favourite 2 are. So there you go. Paddy's away. Thank you so much. And don't forget, please subscribe. It really, really, really helps the channel. And God, 10-minute video? What's happening around this world? Take care now. Bye-bye.